Hey guys, good morning everybody. Hope you're doing great. TGIF today. Thank God I'm free. Hope everybody's doing wonderful today. Hey, in business, just like in baseball, you're not gonna get a hit and you're not gonna get a home run every single time, every single job. With junk doctors, about 85% of the jobs we do, we make, because we got multiple crews out there running and expenses and all of that, multiple trucks. 85% of the jobs we do, we make very little money. A lot of the jobs we do, we make no money at all. Some jobs we even lose money on. You do those smaller jobs, those less profitable jobs, to set you up to get the big jobs. And that's when you get those $1,000, $2,000, $8,000, $20,000 jobs. The $20,000 ones are rare, but the $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 jobs come up every, probably at least once a month. We're gonna have a $5,000 junk removal job. This excludes demolition. All the smaller jobs you do have set you up to get that larger job. So all the exposure you've put out there, all the advertising you've put out there and everything, you could very well lose money or just break even on some of those jobs. But you've got to do those jobs. You have to have that exposure, because if you don't get the exposure out there for the small jobs, people that have the big jobs aren't going to find you. Or if they do find you, you're not going to have the personnel. You're not going to have the number of people, the number of trucks, and the number of resources to get those jobs done in the required timeline. So, and that's in any business. I've got a friend owns a construction company. They've got cranes and all kinds of stuff. They hang precast stone panels, and they do other types of stone work throughout the North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. And they do these smaller projects all the time. He tells me all the time, we do these smaller projects, we break even. And he goes into it looking to break even, to keep his crews busy, to make sure he has those resources, to keep his cranes running. He gets all those expenses paid for, likely breaks even on 85% of the jobs he does, maybe even 90% of the jobs he does. But then he's got those 10% jobs that profit, $1 million, $2 million bucks total. So all that work he did set him up for the big hit. Too many people are trying to hit a home run at every at bat. It's going to kill your batting average, guys. If you're always swinging for the fences, it's going to kill your batting averages, and you're going to put your team in a lot worse of a position than if you were going up there and swinging swinging for a good average and good hits, and to get a single, double, bat some runs in or whatever. And then when you get that perfect pitch, when that thing's right in the sweet spot, it's got it, you just recognize it coming out, then you're there to hammer it home and knock in a bunch of runs all at once. So where I'm going, guys, is you got to get exposure for your business. You have to be out there. You've got to be willing to advertise. You've got to be willing to hire people. And this is one of the hard things. People are like, man, I can, on average, I'll go out there and I'll make I'll profit $150 a job if I'm on the truck. Depending on what type of advertising you're doing. If you're going out there doing Craigslist jobs, all like that, you probably average $150, $200 profit per job. Junk doctors, our average profit per job is probably about $90 to $100, and that's with 2 guys on the truck. And it used to be much less than that. I mean, a few years ago, when we didn't have as many previous customers, it was like $60, $70 per job. And that's not a huge margin, but if you've got, back 3 years ago, we probably had 4 crews running, doing 5 jobs a day. So what's 20 times 6? That's $1,200. What is that? $1,200 profit if they're doing 20 jobs at $60 each. $1,200 profit right there. So, and we weren't on the truck at that point. So get this, you've got to put off some short-term gains to get the long-term gains. What's your financial goal? Set your financial goal and then do the math. What's it going to take you to get to the level of income you want? $100,000 a year? To make $100,000 a year, you're going to struggle to do it by yourself on the truck. I won't say it can't be done, but it's going to be very, very tough for you to make $100,000 by yourself. So what do you have to do? You have to go out there. You have to get more customers. You have to get more crew members. You have to get more trucks and work your way up. What's your average profit per job? If it's $100 profit per job, you want to make $100,000. Do the math. And it's probably not going to be 100 when you first start out. You're probably not going to get the volume of business that you need at $100 per profit per job if you have 2 people on the trucks. You're probably going to be closer to that $60 to $70 range. Think big, guys. Think big, and put off the short term for long-term freedom, long-term success, and long-term goals. 85% of what I do day to day makes me no money at all. I got to hit a freaking, that other 10 or 15%, I got to freaking knock out of the park. What you're doing now, what you do, your day-to-day tasks, the smaller jobs are setting you up for the big ones. Get out there, get known, get jobs booked, do them, small ones, large ones, whatever, because it's going to set you up for the home runs. Talk to everybody soon. Y'all have a great day.